Hello friends, good morning, start of a new week. It is Monday, kicking off the vlog, and I am doing some laundry. We had the most lovely little weekend, super relaxing, and now it is time to kick things into high gear again. I've got some client meetings this week. I've got like a lot going on. So fingers crossed, everything goes swimmingly. I have a big presentation for a RFP or a proposal this Friday. So I'll keep you tuned in to how that goes. We made our Thanksgiving plans last night at my parents' house, which I'm super excited for. We're going over to their house as per usual, watch the Thanksgiving Day parade, and eat a feast. And I have two different dishes that I really want to try to make this year. So we will see, TBD on those. I'm very excited. So that is what we did. I've got some things coming up on the docket. I have one client call today, and then I have dinner with a client tonight. It is my client who's retiring. I love her so much, and she actually gifted me a certificate to my favorite bougie restaurant downtown, Anthony's. And I said, I'm taking you. You absolutely do not get a say. I might wear this. I might wear the skirt with this black turtleneck tonight. But we're doing leggings for now, so I'm comfy while I'm working from home. But we're gonna go celebrate and have a delicious dinner out on the town. So I got up, got my makeup on. Also, fun fact. You probably have noticed, if you're aware of this, when I did my haul last week, I still have yet to check the expiration dates, but carrots have been recalled for E. coli, and we just made that carrot intensive soup. So prayers for me, that does not impede our week at all. I'm currently 4 days in. Today is the 4th day since I first ate it, and I think you have up to 9 days before symptoms show. Like, it could happen between 3 and 9 days. So we will see how that shakes out, but so far so good. I feel okay. But yeah, that was a very fun surprise. Not what I was expecting, but you know, we do what we can. So I need to throw those out and probably clean the bins that they were in. It's not like obviously guaranteed, like my dad was saying, like even if you ate one from the pack, it doesn't mean that all of them were. They're just recalling, like, to be safe. And then also, like, not all of the carrots might have them. So, I don't know. There's many different options and situations, but I'm just going to be safe anyway and throw all of them away, depending on the expiration date, I guess, because there is, like, an expiration date guide, and that's what determines whether it is good or bad. Also, we washed our comforter. They gave us a bag. This isn't our bag, but that's a sleigh. So we're gonna save this so we can use it again. Might search the lot number. Some people were saying that. But these are definitely expiring in November, so those are going in the trash. Literally just ate something with those in it, so prayers to me. Okay, so there are no if Best Buy dates, and I can't find the lot number, but I looked up on like the FDA or whatever, the governmental food regulation thing, and they said that there are no Best Buy dates on the package, but said these were available for purchase through like October 23rd. And I just bought this last week, so it would have been like after Halloween. So I think I'm good. I'm still gonna throw them away because I mean, we used a lot of them. So prayers for us. And then those baby carrots were definitely part of it. They expire November 24th or something. And that is the last part of that duration, and they were from Trader Joe's. So I know that they're part of it. So unfortunately I have to throw away both, but I didn't have any recipes that called for carrots, but yeah, just a little concerning. I'm glad that when I opened them, I put them back in a Ziploc, so I don't think I have to like sanitize and do the fridge. And like these are probably not part of it. So I think we're in the clear, but I will keep you updated on Carrot Gate. And if we get sick, but just letting you know, you can look it up on Google. It lists all of the different brands. So like O Organics is one, Trader Joe's is one, Good and Gather is one, lots of different ones, Cal Organics, so basically all of them. And they're organic. So if you don't buy organic, you're in the clear. But organic whole and organic baby. So very fun, little spice to our lives. You know what I mean? All right, this is my first attempt at making bouquets. They're all right. I feel like I could have added greenery, but I think this helps. And I could have added a bow. But overall, I think they're not bad. You know, I give like a 5 or 6 out of 10. So, looks pretty good. Now we head off to our dinner.
This was definitely the...
Hello friends, happy Tuesday. We are getting our nails done today, and it is sadly the final day with Miss Tatiana. I'm very, very sad. I have a flower arrangement for her, as you saw yesterday, and it's just here in my car. So I'm having to hold it. It doesn't fit in the cup holder, unfortunately, because of the large vase. I'm not quite sure why, because it's a skinnier vase, but okay. But it's fine. So we're just making do. I am headed out right now to go meet her and bring her a little card and flowers, a little thank you card. I wrote the card, and then I was messaging her, and I was getting so emotional, and I had to grab the tissues. So we have tissues now, but fuck my makeup. I guess I didn't have to put it on anyway, but it's just like such an emotional end of an era. And trust me, it is not lost on me that I'm getting Era's nails for the Eras tour while I am seeing her. End of an era. So it's just a little emotional for both of us. I think we're gonna do like a sweater, textured nail, and then maybe some plaid in there too. I'm going as I guess like a cross between the ors. I'm an or girly, so folklore and evermore. I was kind of between those and TTPD. I do like both. Those 3 are probably my favorite albums from her. I'm more of like the sentimental. Like I really like Taylor for like her good songwriting, and I don't think that really is conveyed in a lot of her like poppy albums. But of course I do love like Reputation, Red, like All Too Well and shit, of course. But yeah, just not like really what I love the most about Taylor Swift. So we're gonna do that. I was thinking about doing like Era's nails, where it's like every era is a different nail, but I just don't really care enough to do that. And also I'm gonna have these for like 3 to 4 weeks, so like I don't really want them just for a weekend. So I think this, you know, kind of fall-esque design will work really well for like Thanksgiving. It's gonna be very fun. So we're saying goodbye to the chrome and getting a nice little facelift on our nails. Other than that, I have plans with my friend Harmony today. I'm gonna go over to her house and we're gonna co-work. And she lives out in like Lacey, a city nearby. So it's gonna be a little bit of a trek. Flowers are looking kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. I think I messed up. I tried my best. I had no time, you guys. I was gonna vlog it, but I just cut at an angle and I tried to arrange it as best I could, but didn't turn out the best. So she's getting what she's got. Girl liked them last night, and we had a lovely dinner. She was so sweet. So she got me a gift card to that Anthony's place. That's like my favorite place, Anthony's Homeport. And I was like, oh, I'm taking you. And she was like, that was supposed to be like for you and your sweetie, but sure. And so I took her, I gave her a card, I got her the flowers, and I think she was really gagged. She sent me a little sweet email this morning. But she is just one of the clients that like, I just consider a friend. Like, we've made such a good relationship, and I mean, we're just, you know, kikiing about Trump and the election, and like, we're just very like-minded. We've worked together for like almost a decade. So she is the executive director of Harbor Days here in Olympia, and we just have, you know, built a connection over our work the past, I don't even know, 8 years, 9 years. And so it's very sad. Like, I'm happy for her. She's retiring. She's won tons of awards lately, and she's totally so deserving. But it's very sad for me because I'm gonna have to say goodbye. But I mean, we want to be friends. We want to like catch up for coffee, you know, like stay in the loop. Really appreciate all of her support, like for my business over the years. She's always just been like so gung-ho for Fashionably Frank marketing, and I really appreciate her. So yeah, it was a really lovely dinner. But yeah, today I just have really nothing to get done. I have to prepare some like reel ideas for a client. And then other than that, I literally have nothing. Clients just keep rescheduling their meetings. So I was supposed to be working on someone's content today, which is kind of unfortunate because it is so close to Thanksgiving, and then I'm out of town the first week of December. So it's just kind of more crunched than I would like to be. We will make do, and we're gonna thrive, you know? Either way, it's gonna work out. So I'm just having to do that, kind of rearrange my schedule mentally, because I'm gonna have like 3 client calendars to prep at once in like a 3-day period. Tomorrow I'm kicking off a new client, which is one of the 3 that I have to prep. And they wanted to start ASAP, which means, oh, we're starting with like a 1-week turnaround. So, I mean, I'm willing to do it. I didn't talk them out of it, but it's just gonna be kind of a situation, if you will. But it's gonna be good. I'm excited to meet with them, excited to get going. And yeah, it's just a really good like client roster right now. Great client fits. I'm really, really privileged and grateful to have all of them. They're amazing people. And so I'm very, very excited. And then I'm excited to see how this new like job, this gig that I got from the proposal pans out. I'm excited to see what the tea is, how everyone works together, what the structure's like. So all good things, but just trying to stay in happy anticipation. Yeah, I might have made it a little too sappy. Aww.
Okay, I'm just over it.
No, me. Oh, I love you, friend.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. Wednesday, I went and got my eyebrows done, as you saw earlier, and I got some Amazon packages in from things that I ordered, so I figured we could do an unboxing. I'm making dinner. We're doing a grilled cheese and tomato soup pairing. It's just gonna hit the spot on this deliciously chilly night. I got our new book club book. I'm so stoked. It's called Dear America, Notes of an Undocumented Citizen by Jose Antonio Vargas. It's a Pulitzer Prize winning author and national best-selling book. Super excited to dive into this. I was like, it's a very easy read too. I am currently reading Piranesi, I think that's how you say it, and it is super interesting. So I'm surprised that I'm interested and kind of invested in a fantasy fiction, but I'm excited to do a little nonfiction too. I also got some of my fave little hair care products. Deep Clean Shampoo. This is by 11. It's an Australian brand, and I do this like every alternating time. I use Amica for my normal stuff. And then I also love Kevin Murphy, and I use their heated defense like heat protection. Super good. And then this is my Eras outfit. Oh, hell yeah. So this is the top for Eras. I'm gonna wear black leggings with it, and it actually looks perfect. Like the coloration is everything. This is an XXL. It is very oversized, but it's like, I guess like a plaid dress, like a t-shirt dress. What do you think? Are my nails? Yeah, the Eras nails. Cardigan and plaid. Yeah, I think it's very cute. And then I think this is the other item I ordered for Eras. TBD, guys. This might not work, but we're gonna try it anyway. Oh, that is cute though. It's a little like suede. I think it looks really good with this actually. And then we're going to do the glitter freckles that everyone's been getting for all the concerts, but specifically Tay-Tay. The like one swoop glitter freckles. We're doing gold. I don't know if I shared, but Shanta is also doing like an ore themed vibe. She's doing like a blazer, I think, like more like a tweed. And I think it's gonna look really cute. We're gonna be quite the star. So TBD on this. I'll play with this, but we will see. So more to come. We also both ordered earplugs from Loops. They're like a really cool brand, so I'll show you that when those come in. But that is my little Amazon haul for you guys, but more to come. Soup and grilled cheese, looking fire flame. So excited. Hello friends, happy Thursday. I just went and prepped for a very exciting presentation, as you guys know. It is the other second opportunity with a local organization that I have applied for via proposal, RFP, and it's going to be very exciting. We're going to interview with the executive director, deputy director, and like the communications manager for this opportunity. And it's gonna be very cool. I feel a lot better about it than I did before. I think just like sitting down with my colleague Joy and like going over our proposal and our plans and kind of like getting a little bit more insight. I feel very good about it, so it's going to be great exposure regardless of how the outcome turns out. But we are literally a kick-ass team. It is such an impressive portfolio that we have together, and I feel super good about it regardless of how everything turns out, like I said. So I'm excited. That is promptly at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And then tomorrow I also have what do I have? I have a photo shoot, like video photo shoot scheduled at my client's place of business, a doctor's office locally, and then I also have another client meeting on Zoom when I get home. So it's going to be go, go, go. I'm not anticipating to get any real work done, just kind of like taking meetings and all of that. And then I'm also trying to figure out like this contract for the city contract I did get. So going through that, trying to get insurance settled, like my LLC, everything that I'm developing behind the scenes. I was a sole proprietor before, and I'm switching to LLC just because that needs to be done before the process starts, like insurance and everything, because I just wanted to do this for a long time. It's better for your business, and I know that. I've done that for years, and I just have never pulled the trigger. So about a year ago, my accountants and I talked about switching over this year when my business license expired in December. So we're doing all of the things, and there's just so much to check off my list. So I'm just kind of like in a kerfuffle, but I met with Joy this morning and nailed down our presentation. I have one more client call here at 2 p.m. In about 20 minutes. And then I also have a client dinner for the new client, the chiropractic office that I am pulling on a board with my client roster. And so we're having our first marketing strategy meeting tonight. I think we're gonna go to this like Thai place, the city a few hop, skips, and a jump over from me. So I've never been there, and I'm excited to try this place. But I'm gonna meet with all of the doctor, the chiropractic providers, and then also probably one of their team members. I'm not quite sure how that's gonna play out, but we're gonna have a lot of fun. So I can't wait. It's gonna be quite a busy rest of my week. I think I'm gonna chug some emergency because this is just a lot for my little body to handle. And then this weekend it should be very relaxing. We have lots of fun things coming up, but nothing like too crazy. On Saturday, we're going to my nephew's soccer game, and then I have a book club at the wine bar. We're going to Swing Wine Bar. It's one of my favorite spots downtown, and we're gonna get dinner with the girlies. They're gonna drink wine. We're gonna talk about our books. I actually have been really liking Piranesi. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it has actually been quite a slay. And my friend Nicole in my other book club said she has read it and that there was a twist that she didn't see coming. So I'm very intrigued as to what that would be. I don't know if it already has happened. Probably not, because it's probably the end. But I'm halfway through, and I'm gonna finish. I honestly have just read it this week. The past couple days I just have been so overwhelmed, as you know, and also because it was a fiction and a fantasy, it wasn't like top of my list to start reading. And I think like I have that kind of like, not like a denial or like being against it at all, but just like a procrastination when it's not something that I really want to do. That's the ADHD talking. And I'm so glad I did, because it's such a good book and I'm just obsessed. I'm curious to see what the little thing is gonna throw a wrench at the end and see what the whole switch up is. And also it's like such an interesting fantasy book that like I don't understand really the concept. I'm just along for the ride. And so I'm very curious to see like what it's about. I might honestly ChatGPT it once I'm done, just to like get what the author's point of the book was, because it is kind of confusing. But I love it. Like, I actually really like escaping to another world. And there are elements too, which, mark my words, I will come back before book club and I'll tell you like actually what the author's point of it was. But based on like my wild mind, I have to say that there are a lot of parallels between like our world and like the good guy, bad guy kind of vibe. And like there's different things that they're saying that makes it seem like it could be about politics or like social justice. I don't know that it is, but I do think like if you are like a person who has that constant lens like in your life, you could find like parallels or similarities in the book. So just an FYI in case you are curious, you want to dip your toe into like a fantasy fiction. I do think it's a great read and like talks a lot about like values and like that kind of thing. So very interesting. Curious to see what that all is about. And then on Sunday I am Zooming with Maya, but before that I am going to a little fundraiser event. So Providence is like one of our local hospital companies. It's like the place where we go for our doctors. There's like tons of things across like Western Washington, or Southwestern Washington actually is like the people who are putting this on, I believe. But it is a fundraiser for Providence, I believe, but then also we accept donations for canned food for the food drive with one of my clients, and basically we sponsor a tree. It's called the Christmas Forest, or Christmas in the Forest, and different businesses get a tree that are like, it's designed by like beautiful skilled designers, so it's like a super sleigh like flex tree, and then people donate canned goods to the drive, and that's their enter to win the actual tree, and someone will win it. And also, you know, we're doing good, but yeah, it's for like the Providence Foundation and, at least in our case, the food bank. So it's like a twofer, and it's just like such a fun event. So this event is the Christmas in the Forest, and it's at Great Wolf Lodge, like our local Great Wolf Lodge this year. It has been in different locations in the past, and it's basically like a display of like all 40 or 50 trees, however many there are, and you can go around and see them, and then they are assigned to the business. So I need to create content and get like a bunch of footage for this specific business. And every time it's a different theme. So like the first year I was on, I've worked with them for 3 years now. The first year was penguins. The second year was the Scottish Highlands, and then I don't know what this year's is going to be. So I'll tell you what our theme was when I go, but I am just super excited. It's such a fun, like feel-good event, and it's in Grand Mound, Washington, which is right next to Centralia, which is right next to Burgerville. So I'm very, very excited. We will be getting Burgerville breakfast, and just having a very low-key weekend. So that's my weekend plans. I picked up Meconi subs for us for lunch. I'm gonna go in because I've got a client meeting in 20 minutes. Hello friends, happy Friday. It is Friday, the best day of the week. I am here for my very exciting interview. I can hardly stand it. Last night's onboarding session went great. I can't wait to start on their content, and I hope today goes well. I think my mentor Joy and I are going to go get lunch after this, kind of just debrief, and then I will be headed off to my photo shoot, and then headed home for my Zoom call. But fingers crossed we slay this interview and at least leave a good impression. Like I said, no matter how it turns out, at least, we're doing it and we're getting the exposure. So yeah, super excited. Hello friends, happy Saturday. I just got a little coffee and I loaded up on all our groceries, as you saw, and I'm feeling very productive. We have my nephew's soccer game, as you know. I told you about my whole day, and I just have a couple chapters left before I finish Piranesi, which is the book club book for this month in my first book club. So I realized that it was confusing. I gave you the haul from Amazon, and I told you about the letters book of like an immigrant, and I said it's for book club and it's our next read. It's for my second book club. So I have this book club and then I have the other book club. So just an FYI, I know it's kind of confusing, but that is for my book club with my friend Nicole, and we're all reading the same thing. And then this book club is my friend Sumai's, and we are rotating. So every girl brings a book and we basically just, you know, figure it out. And we just swap, and everyone gets to read everyone's. It's very fun. I'm home. I realized that the drive-thru went way faster than I thought it would, so I did not get to finish talking to you. But anyway, that's the plan for the day. So I'm getting another girl's book. We're swapping. I really liked Piranesi. I will come back on in a little bit. I'm going to do some reading in between these little adventures. And then when I'm finished, I am going to try GPT it, see like what the interpretation was. And then I will come back on, let you know my thoughts properly before book club. But we have a haul for Thanksgiving, for groceries, not too much, but lots for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna make this like sweet potato Brussels sprout vibe with goat cheese and stuff. So we got all of the things I need. I'm also making the green bean casserole as per usual. I know I'm always thrown off by how small this is. They say you only need one of these. I don't know. I don't buy it. So I got two just in case, because you never want to be like fucked and like wondering if you can go back to the grocery store or not, or if they're all sold out. But we got our, you know, French's onion situation. That's really all you need. And then just really the necessities for the next week. Some milk, some cottage cheese, got some halos, little oranges, got some berries, lots of different berries. And then we have been loving, of course, as you know, the Bear Bells, and they had them in the little box. I think it saves you like $1. It's not even that big of a savings, but I like the box. And then we got some healthy little snack options here. But yeah, I think it's a good haul. Also, these organic apples, that's a lot of money. I would just let you know as a forewarning before you pick up a bag of apples this weekend. I guess other people could have known that. I did not. That was a surprise. But anyway, everything else is great. Tomorrow I'm going to make our homemade tomato soup. So I've got this stuff over here ready for that. But yeah, really just not cooking a ton. We're doing like a protein day with some veggies and some rice. And then it's really just takeout and Thanksgiving the rest of the week. So keeping it very low key. It is getting darker, so I'm gonna make this quick, but I just got back from my parents' house. I'm on my way home right now to get a little gussied up for our book club. I need to change out of this attire. But Kenzie actually texted me. We ended up getting lunch, as you saw the little clip from Brewery City. So we went and got lunch, and then I just hung out with my parents for a little bit. Jared hung out with the fam. He ended up getting lunch with our brother, or his brother, our brother-in-law, sister-in-law, niece and nephew. And my nephew had a basketball game afterwards. So Jared really did the most. It was like literally half an hour after they had to rush over, or like not even, like maybe 20 minutes. And so he kicked ass. He won in the soccer game. I don't know how the basketball game went, but he was just doing it all. So Jared went over, had a fun little family day. He totally deserves it. And then I just got a little bit of work done. I finished the book for the book club. Oh my God, Piranesi, so good. I still don't know if I'm saying it right. If it's Piranesi, I don't know. Just, we'll go with it. It was Fire Flame. So I will say, right towards like the second half of the book, in the midst of the second half, basically you learn something big about the other, who's like the other guy, the other character in the book, and Piranesi calls him the other. And you learn something about him that maybe he is not who he says he is. And then there's another person. This is all kind of like in the synopsis of the book. There's another person who comes in, and like the current state of affairs as he knows them are not exactly what they turn out to be. And it's just such a little fascinating moment. So, yeah, it's just wild. And it was such a good book. I definitely caught on to it. I caught on like what was wrong or what the twist was going to be as soon as I saw like a few, you know, things into it. Pretty much by like the time that he leaves the world for a second, I kind of knew like what the point was or like what had happened. There are way too many cars out here with no lights on. Just gonna say that. Anyway, it was Fire Flame. I loved it. I feel like I would read something by Susanna Clarke again. She's the author. She's actually from like the UK, and I think that's like where the book is based in too, but like Manchester area. I totally would read her stuff again. I live, laugh, loved. And I think I am so glad that I gave an open mind to fantasy fiction. And I think that I could experiment some more. So I wanted to tell you how I liked the book. This book right here, Piranesi by Susanna Clarke, I highly recommend it. If you can get it, get your hands on it. It's like an award-winning book. She's an award-winning author, New York Times bestseller. Highly recommend it. So I loved it. I'm gonna head down to the wine bar. I guess they called the gal who made our reservation and asked if we wanted the wine cellar down below. So it's gonna be very fancy, very fun. I just like ate my lunch a couple hours ago, so I'm hoping that I feel hungry in a couple hours here. But I'll head out in about an hour and a half and we'll get dinner and have just such a fun time. I can't wait to see what book I get. There are, I think, 3 or 4 other fiction books that are in the running. There is one in particular that I would rather read next, but I am open to all of them, obviously. And I think we're all gonna read all of them. So, whatever works, I will read whatever. as Katya would say. We just went to the Christmas in the Forest, the Providence event that I said all about earlier. That was not English, but it was awesome. And our tree is so good. My client's tree this year. I will not put in which one it is. Y'all can guess. But I am obsessed with it. And yeah, it was cute. I liked it being at Great Wolf. That's a great event center for that. And they had like security, like getting people in and everything. Of course we had to go to Burgerville. So we got the French toast sticks. And we both got a biscuit sandwich. We love their crunch biscuit. Jared always gets the sausage and I just get the regular one. Yeah, those are some thickums. I ain't doing that. I'll do one. Okay. I just have water. Honestly, it works really well.
Honestly, I haven't wanted soda in a while.
Yeah. Jared is on his health grind. I mean, we're still doing everything in moderation, but
this is weekend food. Just call it that.
ooh, hot. It slappers. Of course, we had to get the chipotle mayo. That's what you get when you come to Burgerville, you guys. That is Catherine's PSA to anyone. We've gone through and prepped Thanksgiving stuff with my family. We're all gonna have a blast. And I will show you guys how everything turns out with the things that I'm trying to make. I think we need to make one before my plans that night. And then we need to make another when I get home at 11 p.m. It's gonna be quite a fiasco, but it'll be very fun. I already have fun stuff planned for the first day of Vlogmas. So, it's turning out great. It's gonna be exciting. And our Portland trip. And the drag show. We're good.
Sorry.
This is really the star.
So you work at the restaurant that she owns.
I was over there and we were talking and we heard ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. And then I said I have to I said I gotta go to the bathroom. And I swear to God, I almost couldn't sit up to wipe because I was laughing so much.
I didn't know that you could hear.
I thought it was holiday music. It didn't compute to me that it was. And then Jared goes, no, it's the NFL like game thing. Vlog's not even gonna find that funny, but it was you had to be there moment. I was not expecting that.
That was sickening.
What was your verdict of Maxine? What was your rating?
I don't know. I didn't love it as much as
The other two?
you.
Yeah.
6. I don't know.
Yeah. I thought the acting was good, but it just wasn't as like, whoa. I was like the other
It
ones.
wasn't. I don't know. I feel like the other two kind of hyped up this one.
Uh-huh.
And
Like, how could it not get better, is what you think.
right.
But,
It's okay.
I feel like I liked Pearl more than... What's the
I
first
think
one?
I liked X more than Pearl.
Okay. I liked
was
Pearl a
some
little bit
fuckery,
more.
Because of her as the older lady.
Very talented gal. But, yeah, I don't know.
It's a not for me, dog.
Yeah. I loved Kevin Bacon. And I wish Halsey was in it more. But
Yeah, that was weird
it was
that she was only in, like, what, two scenes?
yeah.
3 scenes?
And they really hyped it up. That, like, Halsey was going to be in the movie. Or whatever. But...
Seems like a waste of money.
Yeah, I
like
mean...
a couple cameos.
Whatever. It was fine. And I am glad, without giving spoilers to the vlog people, I am glad that the end was what it was. Because that motherfucker be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He be on one. So, that's great. Loved that. for her. But
Loved that for us.
yeah, but did not love the scene for us.
No, could have done without that.
But great. Great. You know,
Okay, great.
that's fine.
Everything's fine.
I would tell people to watch it. Yeah, but
You would tell people to watch it?
yeah, just like don't get your hopes up.
Oh, I'd say, oh, you could skip it.
Hello friends, it is the next day. I am sat here editing this vlog and I wanted to do a proper outro clip. I know it just abruptly cut to the Christmas in the Forest event with Providence. They were gorgeous trees. My client's tree is so beautiful, and we had a blast. And then I'm sure you enjoyed me and Maya's shenanigans. We finally watched Maxine from the ex-Pearl Maxine franchise. And like we shared, we weren't super impressed by it. I think we had high hopes, given how the other two were. It just kind of fell flat for us personally, but obviously love our gal. We love the acting. We love the cast. It was great, but just kind of, yeah, not what I expected, but I'm glad we finally watched it, and I'm glad we didn't pay for it, because when it first came out, it was like $20 to rent. And so now it's on HBO Max, so it's free for those of us who have Max. So if you want to see it, I would say see it. Maya would say skip it. But I'm glad I saw it. And we are literally half a week away from Vlogmas. So I'm going to tell you right now, this next week's vlog is going to be pretty short and sweet. It's going to have Thanksgiving, Black Friday. We're going to go see Wicked. It's going to be very fun. And then it's going to end abruptly on Saturday because Vlogmas starts filming on Sunday. So I will be back on Sunday with another vlog for you, a little midweek vlog. And then on Monday, the first episode of Vlogmas will drop. I am so excited. I'm feeling confident about it. I was a little worried about my bandwidth and like how overwhelmed I was feeling, but I feel way better now. Also, a personal note, that we will be experiencing during Vlogmas, that'll be a fun adventure, is our fridge has been basically tripping for the past year. So the first time it happened was in March, I want to say, right before we went for our honeymoon. And then the next time was in July, and then it happened just again a couple days ago. So I messaged our apartment complex, and at that point they were like, if this happens again, like we're gonna get an electrician out there and like try to figure it out. So it's only our fridge, nothing else is breaking, like the circuit trip, whatever. And so we are going to get a new like circuit breaker thingy. I don't know the technical terms for that, but I don't know if they're just like swapping some of the like switches or if they're actually like changing the actual circuit breaker. I'm not quite sure. But we're gonna have a whole team of people, and they are basically using our apartment as like a learning opportunity for them, which totally fine. I love that. And I love our management company. They have sprung into action. No complaints there. I'm glad they're taking it seriously. But that means we'll be without power for a little bit, I think. And also there's gonna be people here. So luckily I only have one meeting this next week before I head out. Though we have a vacation coming up in a week. So maybe I'll be gone, but it's gonna be quite the craziness if I'm here. So I'll keep you updated. We should have a date by Monday. And just so many things are brewing right now. So wanted to keep you updated on my personal stuff here, and work. And as I've explained a million times, I think I'm like beating a dead horse at this point, but for Vlogmas, it's going to be a mix of work and play. I think it usually always is, but like especially this year, I'll take you along for just like the mundane like work days in my life, because I really do need to buckle down with work. I feel very fortunate to have all these projects, but that also means I'm not gonna just be like effing around every day. So I'm going to be working. I'll let you know what I'm working on. I can give you like some more behind the scenes that like you wouldn't see in a summary vlog of my week. And then also, you know, there are lots of fun things planned, like some pretty epic fun things. They're just fewer and far between, versus other, you know, years of Vlogmas, but I could not be more excited. Thank you guys for joining me for this almost last weekly vlog before Vlogmas. I hope you guys have a lovely Thanksgiving, and I will see you again in 1 week. Bye.